What is going on, guys? My name is EngageTutorials. Welcome back to another video. And now a lot of you may be wondering, what the heck is this? This is not a gaming video. Well, I wanted to make an updated tutorial on how to make your computer faster Windows 10 edition. I did this with Windows 7, got a lot of views. I have people requesting Windows 10, so I decided to go ahead and do it. So if you're looking for a gaming video, just simply click off. If you want to watch this to see how to speed up your Windows 10 computer, stick around. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to the start menu, right click it, and go to system. Now this will pull up your basic system information. Go to advanced system settings, and from here go to the advanced tab. You'll see all these. Go to advanced and you'll see performance. By default, it'll be set to let Windows choose what's best for my computer. You can adjust it for best appearance, and you can adjust it for best performance, which I have it set on right now. And this speeds up things like Windows closing and opening and things like that. You can also customize it to, kind of keep things that you want, like certain drop shadows for Windows, or like if you drag this, you see it's invisible. We can make that so we can drag it so it doesn't go invisible and things like that. So I personally just have it set for adjust for best performance, especially for Windows 10. You don't have to worry about arrow and things like that. Everything still looks nice and clean. So definitely adjust for best performance. After that, you can go ahead and exit out. And from there, go ahead to your start menu and type in msconfig, and it'll show system configuration. Really called msconfig anymore. And we're going to be talking about boot up, how to increase that boot up speed. Go to advanced options and you'll see boot advanced options. Click number of processors and make it your max processor so it uses everything to boot up, and it'll boot up faster. As well, if you have an SSD drive, which I highly recommend getting, it boots up super quick as well. So first of all, just make sure you check off number of processors, set it to max, and maximum memory, and set it to, it'll default to your max memory. I have 16 gigs RAM, so it sets it to that. Then click OK. And then go ahead and change your timeout to 3 seconds. And you can also do no GUI boot, which will basically won't boot. It won't show the Windows startup screen. It'll just boot straight to the operating system. I personally like seeing the Windows startup screen, but it doesn't make that big of a difference anyway. You can check it or uncheck it, whatever you prefer. Next, we're going to talk about startup. So now startup in Windows 10 is in the task manager. So if you go to task manager here, you'll see all of your startup items. Some of these you don't need. For example, I'm going to be disabling some, like Spotify. I don't need Spotify to start every time I start up the computer. It'll slow things down, and I don't want it open all the time, so a simple disable. As well as a Spotify web helper, can disable that. My VPN, I don't use that all the time. I can disable that. Just disable certain things that I don't use all the time. And it also shows you here your startup impact. If it's high, like Microsoft OneDrive, I disabled that. I don't even use that. So yeah, just go through, pick what you want to not enable on startup. And yeah, go ahead and play with that. Once you're done, go ahead and exit out, and you can go look at services. This is another thing. You can go through and stop certain services or uncheck them and disable them. For example, I can disable this Apple service. I wouldn't really disable anything from Microsoft unless you know what it is. All this BlueStack stuff here, don't need it. So we'll disable it on the next startup and just won't start it pretty much. So I'm pretty much just going through and looking at everything that's not Microsoft. All right, so once you have all that, go ahead and click apply again. Make sure apply is clicked. And from there, we can go ahead and hit OK. It will ask you to restart. I'm not going to restart right now because we're going to talk about some more stuff to do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go to your computer and find your local disk C, go to properties and disk cleanup. We're going to clean up all the junk on the disk. I might not have that much. Let's see. 4.48 gigs. I'm sure if you never used this before, or your computer's old or anything like that, you'll have a lot. And there's also this system or clean up system files button. Go ahead and click that in addition to the others. And it will go ahead and clean up all old unneeded system files and things like that. And then once it's done, go ahead and recheck everything and clean those as well. So I'd recommend doing the cleanup system files first and then checking everything off. And once you check everything off and click OK, it will clean everything that's checked off here. So the 4.56 gigabytes, it will clean up. All right, and it's done. All right, so finally we're going to go over a great piece of software that all you guys can use on the daily to clean certain things up. Like it says here, make your computer faster. It cleans up old registry files. It cleans up unused junk that's just sitting there on your computer. So go ahead and download the free version. That's all you need. Go ahead and set it up. I'll show you, run you through the setup just in case you need to know. I don't check any of this. Just make sure it's always updated, but I'm gonna go ahead and run it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this. You have the cleaner here, which will go through and clean internet browser stuff. As you can see, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, Windows Explorer stuff. It'll pretty much check off all the most important things that you need to know or that you need to clean by default. So all of this is safe to do. If you want to keep your history and stuff, you can leave that check. I mean, you can uncheck it, but pretty much this is all free to do. And if you want to check one of these off, it'll give you a warning. Wiping free space will significantly increase the amount of time the cleaning takes. We recommend you leave this disabled for normal usage, so we're not going to enable that. But once you check these off, it'll pretty much tell you what it is. So everything that's automatically checked off is good to clean. So we're going to go ahead and run the cleaner. This says Google Chrome needs to be closed to clean the internet cache. Do you want to close? Yes. All right, so look at this. We did all that and we removed 28 gigs off the hard drive. So definitely a good thing to do. Removed a bunch of NVIDIA install files, 792 install files. So definitely go ahead and run this. Like I said before, if you haven't cleaned before, clean your computer up, it will take a while. So next thing we have is registry. So this will pretty much does what it says here. It just fixes registry errors or issues with certain programs and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and scan for issues. Look at this. I have yet to run a registry cleaner on Windows 10. So we got all these errors that can slow things down, and it's going to go ahead and fix it up for us. So fix selected issues. It gives you the option to back up changes to the registry. You can do what you want. I usually hit no. 135 issues, fix all, and boom. Quick as that. So this program also has tools to uninstall things. It shows your startup, browser plugin, disk analyzer, things like that, system restore, and drive wiper, and just other options and things. But those are the two main things you want to look at. And that's pretty much it. After you do this, if your computer's slow, it should be fast again and running great. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely drop a like down below. Share it with people that need to speed up their computer. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.